Greetings, fellow armchair Imagineers. Blue Dragon 5 here. And if someone in a yellow shirt with a zigzag pattern asked me if this was a Disney debate, you know what I'd say? I'd say, no, you blockhead. It's a Peanuts debate, Charlie Brown. That's right, folks. With Valentine's Day around the corner, we thought it'd be nice to right a wrong and give Charlie Brown a bleepin' Valentine for a change. In this case, in the form of a Peanuts debate. Tonight's Schulzian topics are Best Peanuts Holiday Special, Best Peanuts Character besides the big two, and Best Moment from the 2015 Peanuts movie. Now, let's hitch a ride with the World War I flying ace, hook a right at the coffee grounds, and watch out for little yellow birds as we arrive at the arena. In this corner, he skates like a beagle and hits like Peppermint Patty. He's a regular Joe Cool. It's Lazerdude.
Woo! This is way too much hype for a penis debate. Woo!
And in the opposing corner, born on the same day as Charles M. Schulz himself. And boy, if I had a nickel for every time he brought it up, Lucy would have enough to actually buy some real estate. It's Jacob Wile!
And I'll continue to tout that fact.
Of course, joining me in the Peanuts gallery of judges, Tiki and Rohit Dar.
Mushroom Kingdom, here we come.
I'm Batman.
Okay,
Perfect
gentlemen.
penis quotes.
I know, right?
Good grief. Gentlemen, how are we tonight?
Good.
Doing good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna respond, Blue Dragon, when he said this. Like, wait, no, he's asking the competitors. So this is.
I have had a string of bad games these days. I've come close every single game, but every single game that football has been yanked away from me, and I've landed on my back. So I'm hoping for once I'm going to kick that football and finally get a point and finally win one of these debates again. Woo!
We'll see, Lazerdude.
And I'll see if I can finally fly a kite.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So let me go over the rules real quick. Let me reestablish some stuff here, just to kind of go over how things are going to go, because there are a few little kind of tweaks that we've made to the show since, and of course, there are always surprises around the corner. So, of course, you're going to reveal your pick. And after the pick, you will, give your opening statement, which you say all the good stuff. Basically everything that's kind of good and why yours is great. And then, of course, you will fight it out till the finish in the funny papers. Part 2 here. He's the bell. When he speaks, y'all shut up. I don't want to hear anything else. Part 2 speaks. It's time to deliberate and find out, basically vote on who earns the point for the main round. After 3 rounds, we have the Van Pelt Nickel. Of course, the Van Pelt Nickel, way it works, lands heads. Hey, you got a point. Lands tails. Not so lucky. You lose a point.
Oh, shoot. I'm sorry, folks. I'm trying to pull up the coin, and I did not. Oh, what did I do? Okay, sorry.
So much for the advent of the modern age.
I know, right? Oh my god, I accidentally stopped the screen share.
Well, there you go.
Ugh.
Good grief.
Ugh, indeed. All right, thank you, Jacob. Thank you.
All right. So again, heads. Get a point. Tails, not so lucky. That's after 3 rounds. It'll be offered to our players. Now, hidden in one of these rounds, of course, is the Snoopy silver dollar. And let's just say there's been an adjustment made to the hidden coin. Now, which round it's
no.
hidden, I can't possibly tell you, but let's just say a coin will be flipped tonight, gentlemen.
I don't even know about this.
What's the adjustment, Dragon?
Oh, we'll see. You'll see. You'll see.
A regular master suspense we have here.
Yep. Okay, so of course, as always, speaking of suspense, I'm so glad you brought it up. There is a penalty phrase.
Indeed.
What is any sporting event without a penalty phrase? Now, this could be a word, it could be a name, it could be a line, it could be ugh, for all you know. It could be lying. I could be doing that too. Point being, there's a penalty phrase, and it is in play after I've said it here right now. So right now, going forward, it's in play. So now if anyone says that word, of course, maybe a few provisos that are to be named later. Let's just say let's just say if the word is uttered now by one of our players, it will count.
Okay.
Again, could be more than one. Could have already been said by me, by Tiki. Maybe his technical guffaws were all planned. You don't know, sucker. And again, as always, basically when this coin gets flipped, gentlemen, when this coin gets flipped, nothing good happens. Not at all. Only bad things, terrible things,
Charlie Brown
things.
It's like the Bowser space on Mario Party.
No, it's just a typical day for Charlie Brown.
Yeah,
very true.
If it lands heads, you guessed it, something bad happens. If it lands tails, oh god.
I'm not gonna repeat. I'm not gonna say it out of fear, but ZNK says this.
I can safely bet it won't be trombone adult speech.
It could be a sound effect, though. It could be like some Woodstock's chirps, some Snoopy's noises that he makes.
And we should do the entire debate like that, since technically we are adults.
No, we should not.
Children at heart, man. We're children at heart.
Well,
We're doing debates about peanuts. Nobody's an adult here.
Okay, all humor aside, guys, listen. Don't let it land on tails.
Got it.
If you do, you'll literally just die. All right,
Dragon,
that got really dark. I'm sorry.
Dragon, do you have the means of doing? Do you have the means of doing that, Dragon?
You have a Death Note?
We're gonna move on from there.
All right.
Okay, so of course the speed round things. Well, let's just say things get interesting. Speed round. First to 5 wins the game, gentlemen. Do you understand these rules as I've explained them to you both here this fine evening?
I do, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Cue the randomizer. Let's find out who's going first tonight. Oh, Jacob, it still loves you.
Oh my god. It still loves you. Isn't that sweet?
Still Jacob got a Valentine in the mailbox.
Oh my god.
Well then.
It's from Randy.
Well, there's a. Well, that brings back memories.
Yep, she's still Randy for you, boyo.
Well, that hasn't changed at all.
Nope. Okay. All right, so round numero uno. What is the best Peanuts holiday special aside from the big two as well? No, it's Christmas Charlie. It's Charlie Brown Christmas, or it's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. Gentlemen, what did you pick, Jacob?
Well, instead of It's the Great Pumpkin, I picked It's the Easter Beagle Charlie Brown.
Okay. Lazerdude.
I picked the Valentine's Day one. I think it's Be My Valentine, Charlie Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because there are confusingly 2 Charlie Brown Valentine's Day specials.
Great. Okay. Opening statement. Jacob, dazzle us.
All right. Easter Beagle Charlie Brown is definitely kind of lighter in terms of like some of the other stuff that the holiday specials have dealt with, but I really think all the characters shine here. It's like like of course it has like it opens and continues with the hilarious through line of Marcy basically botching her Peppermint Patty's attempts to make eggs. Of course, you have the thing with Snoopy and Woodstock, like Snoopy bringing the birdhouse for Woodstock, and of course you have also the main theme, of course, Linus with the Easter Beagle. Oh, it's like proclaiming the Easter Beagle will come and solve the problems, and basically he's how everyone's wasting their time because they'll bring out the eggs. The Easter Beagle will bring out the eggs, and everybody else is wasting their time. Of course, nobody believes him. Lucy doesn't believe him. Of course, Sally's skeptical because of the whole Great Pumpkin thing. And of course, at the end, he even gets his vindication because Snoopy as the Easter Beagle comes out and hands out eggs to everyone. Basically, like I said, while it is lighter and fair than some of the other ones, it's still like all the characters still shine. There has like some of the funniest moments in any of the Peanuts specials. And it's just an all around good, heartwarming and fuzzy feeling all around.
Lazerdude.
Be My Valentine's Day, Charlie Brown. It shows exactly what it's like to have Valentine's Day as a kid. Mainly how it sucks. There is nothing good about this holiday for when you were a kid because it's awkward as heck on all levels. On the one level, you are embarrassed to be giving Valentines to people that you like because you don't want to say that you like them. So you don't, it's this real awkwardness. But on the other hand, you want to get a Valentine. You want somebody to care about you and to validate you, and it gets all the feelings right. Charlie Brown is so excited. He brings a briefcase saying, "Oh, I'm gonna get all these Valentines." He doesn't get one. Sally is so sure that Linus got her a nice Valentine's Day gift. He wasn't even getting it for her. He got it for his teacher. And Linus is also disappointed with the fact that someone who does give somebody a Valentine's does put their feelings out there and then gets absolutely rejected by it. It's also very fun with the way it handles it. There's a great poignant scene where all the girls, they get together and they're like, "Hey, Charlie Brown, we felt bad for you, so we wanted to give you one of the Valentines that I had, and I crossed out and put your name on there." And Schroeder's like, "How dare you? You think that Charlie Brown wants your pity Valentine? You are not doing this because you actually want to. You're doing it because you feel bad and guilty, and you want to make him feel better. Just not to make him feel better, to make yourself feel better." And he's like, he doesn't want your pity Valentine. But Charlie Brown, of course, says, "Yes, I do, because of course we all do. Of course we all do. We want a Valentine. We want to feel like we're being cared about." But it's so awkward and crazy. And I think the Peanuts, Charlie Brown, Be My Valentine special handles it completely perfectly. And also, of course, Snoopy's always a lot of fun. I like that he's getting Valentine's Day stuff. I like how he smacks one in Woodstock's face and stuff like that. There's always fun stuff with Snoopy, but it's the characters all around that work perfectly for the story.
All right, fight it out.
Okay, Jacob, you realize that your Charlie Brown movie has barely any Charlie Brown. You say that everybody gets a chance to shine. Charlie Brown does nothing. He takes Sally to get shoes and then says like one line, and then Snoopy doesn't give him an egg. And that's his entire point in this whole thing. Like, why is his name even in the title when he doesn't do anything? He has the least to do out of everybody in the whole movie.
Well, the reason Charlie Brown's name is in there because Charles M. Schulz hated the name Peanuts, so that's why his name's in there. But like I said, I did well, and that doesn't really take away my point. I said I didn't say he didn't get much to do. I said every time a character gets their chance to shine, and that does exactly encapsulate what would happen.
What was his moment to shine?
Like I said, as you yourself said, he got the Easter egg. He didn't get the Easter egg after Snoopy passed them all out. It's basically highlighting Charlie Brown's eternal status.
Well, that's not even the biggest problem with your special. It's the simple fact that flipping 90% of it is walking in a mall. It's a lot of filler. It's like them walking to a mall and they have the one funny gag. It's like, oh, they already got the Christmas stuff out. But then that's it. Like there's a lot of walking back and forth, do a little dance, and it's like a lot of filler that has nothing to do with Easter.
It's really not even that true. Like that only like a few scenes take place at the mall, and especially
3 different times.
Yeah, and something different there happens every single time.
Nothing of
You already
Easter
did.
though.
Like half of your special takes place at a school.
Yeah, but doing Valentine's Day stuff, that is stuff that kids go through. They go to school. Like, kids don't go on Valentine's dates, they're children. But what do? They go to school and have to hand out crappy homemade Valentines to each other.
There are three different unfunny scenes of just Charlie Brown asking Schroeder if he has a Valentine. Is there a mistake? Has there been a mistake? Has there been a mistake?
Yeah,
Schroeder?
because it's building up the hopelessness. He's like, oh, obviously I'm going to get one soon. It's like, oh, well, it's a little longer. It's like, well, do I have one now? It's like, no. And then I don't have anything for you. Nothing here for you. Head back to camp. You know, it's like, it's that's the hopelessness where you want that desire. But here's also my biggest, the whole thing that Linus is saying in yours is like, oh, don't even paint eggs. The Easter Beagle is going to do it. Don't do all that. What is that saying? Don't enjoy the Easter holiday. Don't paint eggs. Don't do it because a dog's going to give you stuff. Like, I don't really get how that's good for the holiday. And also, a lot of the other stuff doesn't really have anything to do with Easter. What is Snoopy getting Woodstock a house have to do with Easter?
Well, it's about the giving feeling, about like welcoming spring and everything.
Also, why was Woodstock like mad at Snoopy for him having a soaking nest? Like, it's not Snoopy's responsibility to get. Anyway, neither here nor there. I just think that it was a pretty boring. Like, I watched a few a few holiday specials. I watched this one, your pick. I watched mine, and then I also watched the Thanksgiving one. And I would rank yours third out of those three, just because I feel like the Valentine's special like captures what it's like to be a kid celebrating Valentine's. I don't really feel like yours captures Easter in any way, shape, or form.
Like, I have to disagree. I mean, just because it doesn't capture like necessarily like the religious or even spiritual side of Easter, that doesn't mean it doesn't capture the spring season very well.
What does it even talk about with spring? Like, we don't really get anything of the new seasons. Nobody talks about anything like that. The most that they do is dance to a bunch of Christmas ornaments playing.
All right, that actually is pretty. I mean, I'll concede to that. That is kind of an odd placement. But it's kind of, you can also kind of see as a commentary on like how people are over prepared for Christmas and the over commercialization of Christmas, and even how it can even overtake other holidays.
Yeah, it's a funny joke. It's there for like a few seconds, but I honestly don't feel like are people really getting Easter stuff for Easter? You know, at spring for Christmas. I think they used this joke in like one of the Halloween things as well. No, it was a Thanksgiving one. They already had Christmas stuff. So it's a reused joke from the Thanksgiving special.
But did the Thanksgiving special come before or after this?
Did it? Okay. Well, either way,
I'm pretty sure.
It works better in the Thanksgiving one because American thinks it was. Since in Canada we do it in October, but in America you do it in November, so it works better for it because Thanksgiving is completely railroaded by Christmas, where Easter isn't really.
I mean, that's all that adds to the. I think that makes it kind of even funnier considering how over exaggerated it is.
I mean, it's good for a chuckle, but nothing much else beyond that.
And honestly, though, I mean, I'm not getting a lot of overall humor from yours. Like, there's like a couple bits of humor, a couple bits that made me chuckle in yours. But and honestly, I think the most boring one was the Thanksgiving one. But
well, at the very least, there is a lot of fun. But like the one that's in the screenshot right there, where Charlie Brown is trying to show Sally how to make a heart. And like Charlie Brown's thing falls apart, and then Snoopy makes a musical one in like flipping seconds. Like, that's just classic. Like, Snoopy can do amazing things, and Charlie Brown stuff falls apart right there.
Yeah, like Charlie Brown wasn't even the best part of your special. Like
he was the main character, though. He was the main part of it. It was following him.
Like,
I don't even know who are we following in the. Like, there's a little bit, like, half with Peppermint Patty and then half with, like, there's no really a main character throughout.
Well, the thing is, there doesn't need to be a main character. Peanuts is an ensemble piece. It doesn't always necessarily have to be about Charlie Brown.
Oh, and another great funny scene is when it's the puppet show that they keep on, that Lucy goes to, that Snoopy is throwing, and it's like a love story, and he keeps on jumping crap on her. That's hilarious. Like honestly, I don't even think of I can't. Besides like a couple of chuckles, like the Marcy cooking the eggs is like it also gets frustrating. Like you're like Marcy, you can't be this dumb.
Well, I actually kind of felt that way with Sally too. It was like Sally and Linus are in this one, like in yours.
Yeah, but she's 5 years old. She's like she's at least a toddler almost. It's like she's a little younger. You can buy it a little bit. When Marcy's supposed to be the smart one, isn't she? Like, isn't that the whole dynamic between her and Peppermint Patty?
Yeah, but
that she's the jock and Marcy's the geek.
Like that's kind of show like the kind of like. I think it actually has kind of some character to Marcy, and the fact that it kind of like highlights that she is smart. She's like book smart. That doesn't mean she knows how to do everything.
It's good for a chuckle, but I don't think it really is enough to carry the whole thing because they don't really do anything Easter. The only person who does anything Easter in the short is Lucy, who actually colors eggs, and she's almost like ridiculed for it. Like, why did you do that? That's pointless. The Easter Beagle is going to do that.
I guess that's a.
If you say it's a fair point, you keep on giving me the points, man. That's 2 times you would.
Okay, I'm calling it. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I think I know where I'm leaning on this, but Tiki, where do you come down on this?
Well, I mean, just based on that like last bit right there, I would probably say pretty definitively Lazerdude.
Rohit.
Sorry, Jacob.
Yeah, I think there's 2 things. So I'll provide an answer, but here's sort of 2 things that stood out to me. One, I think Jacob, you didn't really make us. I think in terms of the opening statements, I think Lazerdude made a stronger case of sort of the substantive, essence of what makes us special, special for lack of a better word. And then in the actual debate, you made the same mistake I did when debating with Lazerdude about what's the best Christmas movie. Because I spend more of my time defending my movie rather than attacking the movie. And you got a few things against it, but it wasn't really as strong as an offense as Lazerdude's offense on your movie. You were playing defense the whole time. And I think that led to sort of Lazerdude kind of coasting by. And furthermore, on top of the thematic point about like this is what it's like to be a kid in Valentine's and Peanuts. Even though I'm not as strongly familiar with the franchise, I do have an understanding that Peanuts is always about having stories of kids going through real life circumstances and just the feeling of being a kid and maturing, coming of age. As such, Lazerdude wins the debate upon his strong thematic opening and his strong offense.
Oh yeah, just offer my 2 cents here. Yeah, I think it's a clean sweep for Lazerdude this first round. Here's the thing. I feel like Jacob was lightly sparring where Lazerdude was going for the kill. Man, his strikes were immaculate. I'm just going to say that right now. His strikes this round were utterly immaculate, surgical, one could say. And I just feel Jacob, he didn't dig in enough. Basically, with his offense and with his defense, I feel there are 2 aspects he really should have turned into a strength. I think the weakness in Lazerdude's pick was the puppet show. I think Jacob should have doubled. Now the puppet show is funny. Don't get me wrong, but
that's why I did dig on because it's like
it is pointless.
Because it's
exactly it's funny, but it's completely pointless. So I think that was Jacob's one opening with Valentine's Day he could have dug into, and then on the flip side, Jacob's biggest strength was the egg thing, and all the stuff related to the eggs, with the exception of Linus, was the kryptonite. Linus has always been the kryptonite of the Easter Beagle. Unfortunately, I think that was his undoing. Ultimately, I think that was.
I tried to go for the whole vindication thing.
I know you were, but just still, that's the thing. I mean, I think your safety net would have been the eggs, and I think honestly, I smell blood in the water. I could sense the blood in the water the moment Lazerdude mentioned the birdhouse things. Like, oh god, Jacob's gonna get killed.
yeah.
There's no defense for the birdhouse thing. There's nothing to do with spring or Easter. Oh God!
I actually did pretty good on that one.
Yeah. Anyway, point.
Keep
There is
saying
a lot of
that.
film.
And to be fair, and I'm more confident in my next 2 answers either way.
Well, I would certainly hope so.
I just finished watching the Easter Beagle like right before I came on here, so I was hot.
That's funny.
All right. Okay, Tiki.
Yep.
Was it uttered?
Not to my knowledge. No.
Okay.
And we forgot the deliberation music.
Well, no.
Oh shit! You're absolutely right. We
don't
did.
have to use it every time. Just when it gets intense, this one,
Okay.
I mean, this one's pretty clear cut. I don't think this one's really.
Yeah. No offense, Jacob. It was pretty clear cut.
That's what I'm saying. Believe me, when it gets like really tense, then we're gonna break.
Right.
Anyway, so let me check this oversized box of Valentine's Day candy. Let me see
if I was really grasping at straws, it shows kids that feeding chocolate to dogs is okay.
I know.
Yes, that is true. That would have been a point.
That would have just been grasping at straws.
I know, but you needed those straws, buddy.
I was like,
you needed that chocolate milkshake.
There should be a disclaimer when you watch this. Do not feed dogs chocolate.
Especially if they're beagles.
The
beagles chocolate.
In all honesty, would it really made any difference if I had said that?
I mean, honestly, Jacob, I think you need all the help you could have got for that one, so I don't know.
Okay, I get it.
Okay. So, let me check this oversized box of Valentines. And I'm searching, and I'm tearing open some envelopes, and there's candy, but there are no coins, so no go here. But hey, we got Valentine's.
Yay!
Oh man, look! I'm looking at this Valentine right now. It's someone scratched out the name and wrote other names.
Oh my god!
And it's not even. It's early for Valentine's Day.
I'll take it.
All
right, fine. You can have it. All right.
Forget it, kid.
Yep.
Okay,
Candy says forget it.
Dragon. Literally, where I thought where you were going with that is like it's not even a Valentine at all. It's the coin.
Yeah, you joke about that.
Is that really where you're going?
No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
Oh, but just wait. Okay. All right, that brings us to also we should share some comments.
Yeah. Let's see. Z&K says, let's see. Lance's remarks of Easter actually aren't too far off from his cube priorities, calling off Charlie for believing in the fat guy who goes ho, ho, ho.
Can I just point out a weird thing with the peanuts has always kind of stuck out to me?
What?
What?
You ever notice how the only time we've ever just called Charlie Brown Charlie was that one time in the Christmas special, and we've never done it again because it just didn't sound right.
No, you're right. Yeah, it is.
Lucy says, listen, Charlie, and that's the only time they ever call him just Charlie, because there's Chuck and there's Charles, but then there's Charlie Brown, but never just Charlie. Just want to point that out.
Let's see. Sonia Patosia's on.
Yeah, and Marcy calls him Charles.
Exactly. We get
Charles. Yeah, right.
No
right.
Charlie.
And Peppermint Patty calls him Chuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Anyway, I'm sorry to you. What
and Lucy
Sonia Patosia. She says she's excited for Valentine's Day and St. Patrick's Day and her sister's birthday. Lots of holidays coming up there. Let's see. Also, Dragon, should I read the King the Cheese Man comments?
Maybe the last one.
Okay, so he says, no, Snoopy is a good guy. And that's all King Cheese the Cheese Man has to say about Snoopy.
Well, that's all we're going to acknowledge. Anyway.
My sister's birthday is actually tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Oh, nice.
Yep.
You like your sister?
Birthday today.
Her birthday's the 13th.
Okay. All right. That brings us to round number 2.
All right. Round number 2. Oh, thank you for doing that, Jacob.
You're welcome.
Okay.
This actually looks like, with them here, it looks like they're, like a love show. The Bachelor, Charlie Brown.
If only we had that music available right now. Okay, so who is the best Peanuts character besides the big two, Charlie Brown and Snoopy? Because let's face it, when you say, hey, who's your favorite GPS character? Of course, always going to be the go-tos. But we wanted to diversify a little here. We wanted to kind of get a clean pool going here. So, Jacob.
I love how this picture is basically like Charlie Brown's debating on who to send a Valentine to.
Yeah.
Oh, brother.
Come on, Chuck.
They're both yes. Jacob.
I mean, to be honest, I've always shipped Peppermint Patty and Charlie Brown. So,
well, I have two.
yeah.
but that's not. But obviously, that's not going to factor into any of my arguments.
Of course, of course.
I always thought it was hilarious that Charlie Brown kind of ends up with Lucy in real life.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, Jacob, who's your pick?
Well, speaking of which, the one I picked is Lucy Van Pelt.
Lucy. All right, Lazerdude.
The tomboy Peppermint Patty.
Peppermint Patty, not an endorsement, but we'll take it. All right. All right, dazzle me, Jacob.
All right. A Peppermint Patty, you might say is like kind of like a maybe not necessarily a controversial character, but an unorthodox pick for best one. But I think what makes her interesting is that she kind of offsets whenever she's with Charlie Brown, she kind of offsets his stat. What?
Sorry, you're talking about Peppermint Patty.
I meant Lucy.
Statement.
Yeah, Lucy. I meant Lucy.
Sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt, but I'm like,
I know.
You're for the right people here. Okay.
Thank you.
Do I win already? Okay.
Thank you for correcting me there. That's an embarrassing gaffe. But all right. And Lucy, it kind of highlights what makes Charlie Brown who he is. Like, she's the one who always yanks away the football. She's always the one running the psychiatrist booth. She may maybe always talk down Charlie Brown, or always talk down to him, make fun of him. But she's also usually the first one to support him when things. Besides Linus, she's always also the first one to support him. She's the one he goes to for help. Basically, and there's a lot to her besides just that too. Like, there's her thing with Schroeder. She gets carried. She gets carried away with that. But Lucy's besides that, probably the most interesting character outside of Charlie Brown and Snoopy themselves. But basically, usually based on her dynamics with her brother, with Charlie Brown, even with Snoopy. All around, she's hilarious. She's and everything. So that's why she's the best character besides Charlie Brown and Snoopy.
Okay, Lazerdude.
I said in the intro that my intro of her that she's the original tomboy, and that's because as a kid, I think she's the first tomboy that I read in stuff that was actually meant for kids. She's a girl that doesn't like a bunch of girly stuff. She likes playing sports. She likes being out there with the guys. She loves playing the game, and there's nothing wrong with that. Nobody looks down on her for that. Nobody makes fun of her for that. She's just a girl who loves to play the games, and she does it all out. And I love her dynamic with that. She's a little bit of a loudmouth. Charlie Brown doesn't really know what to do when he's around her, especially since she kind of has a crush on her, and he's totally she has a crush on him a little bit, and he's totally flustered. And she's I also like the thing that she's not the smartest one in the room. You can have girls who have characters who aren't really that smart. She thinks Snoopy is just a funny looking kid, and that's hilarious. She's always every time she comes into the story, it is a fun moment. She's a great character. She's always an energetic thing to have. And it's funny because in the early goings, at least from what I remember, she wasn't in all that often, but every time she came up, she was always the best. And she's one of the characters that would always get her own little side thing where she would focus on her trying to stay awake in school. Another thing to relate to is she's a character, not everyone does well into the school system. She was often falling asleep. And that's just because she was a free spirit. And so in my mind, she's definitely the best Peanuts character besides the big two.
All right, let's find it out.
Lucy is a gaslighter.
How would define gaslighting in this sense?
She convinces Charlie Brown every single time that she's not going to do something terrible to him. She's not going to pull that football away. She convinces and manipulates his poor, his low self-worth, and manipulates him into doing something to embarrass himself or hurt himself. And then what does she do after that? She then opens up a psyche box. Who else is going there except for Charlie Brown? Nobody. She basically torments his mind until he needs therapy, then opens up the therapy box. My God, she's terrible. She's downright evil.
It's why does that make her a bad character though? I mean, you're pointing out all these negative traits here, and as I said, just because and my point basically is just because this character has a negative trait does not make them a bad character.
But it doesn't make her likable. I mean,
Because
I never
a
liked
likable
Lucy.
character doesn't just because a character isn't likable doesn't make her a bad character either. I mean, like I said, she is what makes she basically a lot of times makes Charlie Brown who he is, and what makes Charlie Brown relatable to us.
But you have to like the characters that you're watching in order to really relate with them. Like, sure, she doesn't have to be the most likable, but when she's really despicable, she's always talking about how she's going to be hitting other people and how she's going to be. She's a bully of a character.
And most
sure,
of,
she can
and
be
the thing
used
is-
for the story, but that doesn't
and
make
that-
her a better character.
And the thing
than
is, most of the time,
Patty,
and the thing
who's
is,
fun.
a lot of times she gets her comeuppance for it too. And like I said, just as much as she torments him, she's also one of the first people to support him, especially like especially like in a lot of the specials when she comes to his aid or when she like shows her support.
No. She supports him and then doesn't help him. She puts him in charge of the Christmas play and then doesn't listen to him when he tries to take command and makes fun of him. I mean,
And
that's kind of the thing. That's kind of my drawing point with Lucy. Is like she's a jerk character who never ever really steps out of that. It's the same with like Sarah in Land Before Time for me. She just always is that one sort of thing.
And unlike Sarah, Lucy actually receives her comeuppance for it. And like I said, we can excuse this. Lucy is a kid. It's not as you keep pointing out, relatability. Like we either have experienced someone like Lucy or have been like Lucy ourselves.
I think, though, Peppermint Patty is a lot more unique in the sense where she has a very interesting dynamic with Marcy. She's like, I like that bit of her because Peppermint Patty is like the jock of the school, and then Peppermint Patty is the nerd. But what does she do? She hangs out with the nerd. She is very good friends with her. She's her best friend, and the nerd calls her sir, which is weird, but she still like reaches out to Peppermint Patty, Peppermint Patty reaches out to Marcy, who's a little bit of an outcast. And then leans her a helping hand and gives her a friend.
And beyond that, what exactly is Peppermint Patty's personality? But beyond the relationship with Marcy and her having a crush on Charlie Brown, what exactly else is she notable for?
She's a tomboy. She's the most original tomboy. She likes being more masculine in this sense. Not to say that she is a man, but that she likes more of the tough and sports things, and that is a big part of her character. Lucy, where do you ever see her being kind or considerate or anything other than mean?
Actually, there's there is the Christmas special, as you said. There's the Valentine's Day special near the end, like where she Charlie Brown and even in the Peanuts movie, where at the end, she eventually comes around to supporting him, and at the end, she even like basically shows her support there.
Yeah, but the problem with the Peanuts characters is that they always like do terrible things and then like say a little sorry sometimes, and then they act like it's okay. And I feel like it's the same with Lucy. She like berates like people and threatens them, and then sometimes gets a comeuppance, but sometimes doesn't, and then that's it. And then even if she does apologize, it doesn't stop her from doing it more.
Like I said, that doesn't exactly. Like I said, that's her characteristic. It doesn't make her a bad.
But she's one-dimensional, is what I'm saying. Her character she's mean.
Trust me, there's more to her more dimensions to her than just being mean to Charlie Brown.
Sure, she's mean to Linus. She's mean to everybody.
She's not mean to Linus. Well, she occasionally picks on like she's the older sister. That's what older sisters do. That's what older sisters.
And then Schroeder is not interested. She won't leave him alone. She's a stalker too, as well as a gaslighter. I shouldn't use gaslight. I may be using an actual serious term too vividly, but she is a liar and a manipulator.
Manipulator is more accurate, but definitely not gaslighter. Definitely not a stalker.
She doesn't leave Schroeder alone. She's always on him when he obviously doesn't want her there.
And like I said, usually he tells her to go away, or he tells her off. Like it doesn't always work. It doesn't always work out. It doesn't always work out for her. And
she literally destroyed his piano in one of the specials I watched.
Yeah, you feel bad for the guy. And
I believe Valentine's Day.
It doesn't mean you're supposed to agree with what she's doing. Like I said, my point is like She doesn't have to be. What I'm saying is, she doesn't have to be a likable or anything like that to be.
I'm
a
not
good
saying
character.
she has to be likable. I'm just saying
Yes, you did.
she is one thing. Okay, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. What my point was, like earlier, was being likable makes her a more approachable character. Sure, she doesn't have to be likable. It does help. But my point is that she's one-dimensional. Where Peppermint Patty has a lot of different things. She works off of a lot of different characters.
And as I pointed out, she has more dimensions to her than just that. You haven't
it's not apparent.
You actually haven't pointed out a lot of dimensions to Peppermint Patty beyond just being,
she's a character who is struggling in school. She is someone who is very open. She's a little thick-headed because she'll always invite herself over to things and not really.
And if you're talking about like being a jerk, did you watch the Thanksgiving special? She invited herself over to Charlie's house and expected a Thanksgiving dinner from him.
Yeah, she's a little thick-headed. She's a little dim. She's a little not the smartest one in the room. But as soon as she realized that she hurt his feelings, she went over and apologized. It was more than what Lucy does.
So my point is that's not a trait that's exclusive to Lucy.
At least she's not doing it on purpose, though. She's not trying to actively hurt him and to bring him down and to hurt his self-worth.
Oh yeah, then why didn't she give Charlie? Why didn't she give Charlie Brown a Valentine then? If you look at the special, she's there at the classroom. Why didn't she give poor Chuck a Valentine if she was there?
Because it's always awkward when you're a kid and you were like, "Oh, I don't want to actually tell the person that I like them."
She hasn't had a problem with
mostly for the special to work.
She hasn't had a problem with it before.
It's mostly just so the special can work because that's just the thing of the writers.
Well, she was there. Like I said, she was there.
Okay. All right. Okay. I think this one was a lot closer. I think this one was an improvement from the first.
I think that that was really back and forth. That was really good.
Okay, Tiki. Well, wait. We should probably wait till the last person, shouldn't we, or should we do it now?
Let's award the point first.
Well, no, I meant the music. I mean, do we do the?
Oh, okay.
Should we do that now?
Yeah, I think we should cue it up. Yeah.
Okay, hit the button.
Okay.
Okay, gentlemen.
Oh my God, Jacob.
It's a hard one because I heard good points on both ends. I'm kind of.
I mean, I think it's like a sparring match. I really do.
Yeah. I mean, I was kind of going to both sides here, but I mean, for me, I think I'm gonna say by a narrow margin, I'm saying Lazerdude.
Okay.
Tiki?
Yeah, like I said, I mean, like literally throughout the whole time, I really feel like you guys were like really going back and forth, and I was kind of switching off between who I was rooting for, or not rooting for, but like who I was like siding with. And I actually think that Jacob sort of got the last word in with the point about like the Valentines, because I think Lazerdude was kind of stuck on, like, well, shit, that was a writer's thing, I guess. So in a very close sparring match, I will call that the like by a hair knockout. So I'm going Jacob.
Okay, Rohit, tiebreaker.
I think Lazerdude lost the thread of this debate by emphasizing Lucy's, unlikability. And as Jacob rightly pointed out, this is a debate about who's the best Peanuts character, not who's the most nicest, who's the most good. And as such, I think I really appreciate Jacob's points about Lucy being, someone we either know in our childhood or have been embodied in our childhood of making Charlie who he is. And as such, the nature of her just like being kind of like the heel and just someone that just causes the harm, like all sort of. I think back to like the whole football, like taking the football away that y'all referenced. That like I can't think of any like major moments for Peppermint Patty. Like I felt like for me, what I just got from Lazerdude, and it was just like, oh, Peppermint Patty's a tomboy. She's not like the other girls, And I feel like Jacob kind of made points about what makes Lucy a more interesting character, and I think that kind of is a more direct answer to who's the best character outside of Charlie Brown. So my point goes to Jacob.
All right. In retrospect, we probably should have saved the music for when Roe hit that broke the tie. But
Yeah, in retrospect, yes.
yeah. So that's on us. That was
I mean, to be fair, we didn't know it was going to be a tie.
That's true. We did not know. Okay, so point me, it's tied up right now. It's 1-1. Okay. Let me.
Good round, Lazerdude.
Good round.
All right. Let's see. So let me search for that blasted coin. I'm gonna check my pocket. Everybody.
That'd be a logical place to find a coin, Dragon.
Yep. Egad, I got a coin.
Oh my god.
Is it the coin?
Is it
Well,
the coin?
Let's find out.
Okay. Cue the coin flip.
What?
Oh my god, I just did it again. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so bad at this.
Okay, Jacob, can you?
Hold on, I've got it. Hold on. I'm not
This is
even
killing our
right now.
momentum right now. We have the music.
I know. Oh my god, Jacob,
wait,
yeah.
Are we in a dream? Are we having to do Inception?
Wait,
Okay,
is it,
there we go. All right.
Wait, is it the coin dragon?
You want me to tell you?
Yes.
I think we have to flip to see if it is the coin or not.
Is it the coin dragon?
Well, let's flip and find out.
Are you serious?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Just stop the whole thing. No, it's not the coin.
It's not the coin.
No, no.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Jacob, you might want to leave that music playing. Because you guys said the word. Both
Which
of
one?
you.
Oh no.
Which one? Who said
Both of you said the word. In honor of Super Bowl Sunday, the word was football.
Wait, who said it first?
You said it first.
You said it first, and then
But we're punishing
Lazerdude
both
did.
of you.
Yep.
Oh god.
Because it was so unique. So rarely does the word get said by both players in the same round.
In the
Okay,
same
now-
round, right.
Oh no.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep you guys waiting in suspense because the penalty will not come into effect until the speed round.
But we still want to flip the coins to decide, right?
You want to do that right now?
If you think you can keep track of it, yeah. 'cause
I
you know
keep track
don't
of it.
keep
Let's
track
find
of it.
out. Okay, Jacob, let's flip Jacob's coin to see what his punishment is going to be.
Heads.
Heads.
Jacob's
Oh.
got heads.
Oh no.
Tails.
Lazerdude, you don't want tails.
Oh, okay. Then
Yeah, you don't want tails.
I thought heads was the bad one. Never mind.
No,
No,
tails
tails
is.
is-
Because she looks like she's frowning is all.
Okay, so that flipped on heads as well for Lazerdude.
Yep. Both
Do we
people
both
got
just
You
give
boys
each
are
other
so
our point?
lucky. You don't know how lucky you really are.
Oh my
Can
god.
you at least tell us what the other punishments
No,
will be?
I'm not going to tell you. It was so bad. I can't
'Cause
tell you.
there's still more words out there.
No, there's not.
Oh,
Right, Dragon? Like, as far as I know, there's no words.
Well, I mean, you know what what the deal with the word is. So we're not gonna keep it in play unless we want to be really sadistic, and I don't think we want Tiki. Do we want to be
Can't say that
really
word
sadistic?
again.
I honestly think giving them both punishments is, like, really sadistic enough.
Okay, you're okay. You guys are so lucky.
I can't believe we're both getting punished for this.
Yeah, you're both getting punished, man.
Hey, but we're getting
bad
together.
children.
Yeah.
Lazerdude, well, at least I'm with you on this one.
Both gonna suffer. Yes, and LEB, you did come in on the coin flip. The axe fell on both their rotten, stinking heads.
Jesus Christ. Wow. Tell them how you really feel, Dragon.
And you're gonna find out what we're gonna do to them later.
Oh my god. Calm down, Dragon. It's going to be okay.
Not
All
for
right.
them. Okay.
So, okay, so
God.
someone check on Dragon's blood pressure.
I know, right?
Okay, we're gonna go to okay, on to round number 3.
Oh god.
What is the best moment from the 2015 Peanuts movie? Jacob, why don't you tell everyone your answer?
The scene where they all congratulate Charlie Brown at the end and then lift him up.
The lift. Okay. Lazerdude.
The reveal of the face of the little redhead girl, and she explains why she wants to be his pen pal.
Okay. Jacob. Dazzle us and make it good.
Did you have to whisper that last part?
Maybe.
All right. What you can see here is like basically the culmination of everything that Charlie Brown has gone through throughout this movie. Like you see his friends hoisting him up, basically realize that everyone realizing him for the good man that he is. You're a good man, Charlie Brown, after all. Even Lucy gets in on it. Even gives him her sincere praise. Everyone carries him up. Charlie Brown has finally had his time in the sun, and the film closes. And as it finally fades into the Schulz signature, basically highlighting that these basically showing these beloved characters, and they're transitioning even from even though they may be now in CG, they're always still the same lovable characters, and basically cementing their time as timeless icons in the pop culture lexicon. Highlighting basically, and from Charlie Brown finally getting his time in the sun, all his peers finally acknowledging him. It's just a perfect way to end the movie.
Lazerdude.
The little redhead girl has been a thing in the Peanuts, the comics, for a long time. And it's a thing that you never saw her face. It was the thing that was her basic trait. She never really had a character. It was just the girl that Charlie Brown had a crush on. And when I heard that they were going to show the face of the little redhead girl, when I heard about that before, and I thought that was really dumb. Although, to be fair, the trailer for this movie didn't do it any favors with that. All I do is win, no matter what part of the trailer. I didn't think the movie was going to be very good. But then when this scene finally happened, I think it's the best scene in the movie. Why? Because all this time he's been looking at the little red-haired girl, but he didn't even think that it was possible that she was also looking at him, and all the selfless things that he did throughout the course of the movie. How he forgoed his big magic show to impress her so he could help his sister. How he worked so hard on a very, very hard book so that he could help the little redhead girl who was out of town and couldn't study for this. And all of his efforts throughout the whole movie, even though they failed, most of them failed, or resulted in him not doing what he wanted to do, she saw that and saw what a good person he was throughout all of that. And so when he says, why did you want me to be your pen pal? And she says, like, I've been seeing all of this and seeing how you are a good person, and this is somebody that I want to get to know. It actually really is heartwarming and meaningful. And it's just the moment where she gets on the bus and says, I'll write to you. And then she drives off, and then he turns around and he has the classic Charlie Brown smile. It's just so heartwarming. And eventually it leads into the scene Jacob was talking about. But I think it's the moment where the little redhead girl, we see her face and we see that she was seeing him this whole time as well, is such a perfect little end to this movie.
Okay, let's fight it out. Let the optimism win. Both are optimistic, so it's even.
I think the difference, like, both of these are good moments, Jacob. I think we can both agree on that.
Yeah,
but I think my thing is, like, my moment, I think it's better because it is the culmination of everything throughout the movie leading to this point. All of Charlie Brown's failures to that point, you find out, are not actual failures, where yours is just a nice little moment to end the movie. You know, it's not really the focal point. It's just like, and yay, that's good for you, Charlie Brown. Where my moment is a lot more impactful and more meaningful, and yeah, that's why I think my moment is better than yours.
Well, I figured you would say that. Well, my scene even builds off of yours because everyone's even congratulating Charlie Brown because of that. Then this scene is the true culmination of everything. Like, where not just the little redhead girl finally wants to be his pen pal, but all of his peers finally accept him. Basically,
yeah, but the movie's focus was on him and the little redhead girl. I feel like this is a bonus little thing, you know?
And that doesn't mean it's bad though. It's still a good scene to end on.
Well, I'm not saying it's a bad scene. Obviously, I think it's fine, but it's not as my scene is the little moments throughout the whole film culminate in this one little moment. You know, he finally gets the courage to talk to her and everything. His friends carrying him off. It's kind of just the same sort of thing as we've seen in other Peanut specials. It's the friends building the Christmas tree in the Charlie Brown Christmas special. It's that sort of thing where they all like realize that, oh yeah, you're not so bad, Charlie Brown, and then they build them up. Where it's fine, it's good, it's fine, but it's the same sort of redone thing that we've seen in the past. Where this moment it takes it into a new direction that we haven't really seen for a Peanut story.
Just because it's been seen. Just because it's been seen before and been done doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. In your case, it's actually kind of better in this case because of everything that's happened in the movie. Like we see the highs and lows of Charlie Brown, and this is like the highest of highs, even beyond just a little red-haired girl.
But his whole goal in the movie was to talk to the little redhead girl or impress her, and so his peers really were not even half the focus of the film. So when it comes to the payoff is the scene with the little red-haired girl, not in his friends lifting him up.
Well, like it's basically all the stuff he did. Sure, it was to impress the little redhead girl, but it was also helping his peers and going along with his peers. Like
that wasn't his goal.
No, that wasn't his goal, but.
It wasn't the point of the movie either.
Like I said, he also, in addition to doing it for the little redhead girl, he was also doing it to help his peers. Like you said, as he pointed, he was helping his little sister. He opened up to the fact that Peppermint Patty was the one who got the perfect test, and Marcy's the one who helped him with the book. Like
but that's not what the character is about. Like the whole focus of the movie is wanting to talk to the little redhead girl. Look, the other characters are good side characters throughout the film, but it's not like the whole movie is like, how can I get the class to like me? How can I get my friends to like me? Or something like that. It's not about that.
It is the added bonus, and that's what I meant.
Yeah, you're right. It is an added bonus to my scene. It is a little bonus, but it is not the main course.
And your scene adds on to my scene.
Yeah, no, your scene is just like the cherry on top to my sundae is what it is. You know, it's this nice little thing, but it's not what you order. You don't go to the restaurant and say, "Oh, excuse me, I'd like a cherry, please."
If anything, mine's the whipped cream and sprinkles and chocolate syrup on top.
But it's still the coating on top of my sundae. You get me? I'm the main course. My scene is the main course.
Yeah, mine's the whipped cream and chocolate syrup and sprinkles on top of the vanilla ice cream.
No, okay, now you're just claiming the whole sundae, which you are clearly not.
Anyway, okay, I think we've allotted all that. The ice cream talk is got a signal that the round is over. It's fun, but it's the round.
I suggest that in the future we should just do a debate where arguments are just utilizing food metaphors.
Oh my god!
Tiki, I just got a brilliant.
I'm the potato.
We'd have to do. Well, if we ever did a Weird Al debate,
what's your brilliant idea, Dragon?
If we ever did a Weird Al debate, we could do food metaphors.
Oh my god! All right, don't say it. Tell me later.
I'll tell you later. I have an even better idea. Okay.
Oh my god. Okay.
In case is on when the stupid ice cream comparison was getting interesting.
You like to keep the ice cream talk going for a few minutes.
No, that's fine. It was like I think we both basically
You're a sprinkle, not the sprinkles.
I think we both basically ran out of stuff to say at that point.
Yeah. Rohit, where are you coming down on, buddy?
So ultimately, I think Lazerdude, like I'm not to go back to the food metaphor. I think Lazerdude make the better point in that his moment is the foundation, and if you take the icing away, it's still a good cake. I think Lazerdude made the point that his moment is the culmination of this whole arc throughout not just the movie, but throughout the past, like Peanuts history in the comics with the red-haired girl. And I think Jacob had sort of this issue, and I think this was sort of apparent in the first debate, where it's like, oh, it's a nice moment. And I feel like Jacob didn't add more to like this is the best moment because it is the culmination, or it personifies or epitomizes the essence of Peanuts. Or, I mean, he did it in a few points, but it wasn't as like at the forefront as Lazerdude's points about the moment with the redheaded girl. And so my vote ultimately goes for Lazerdude for best moment.
Okay, so Lazerdude gets your vote.
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. All right. Tiki.
Yeah, for me, I think the ice cream metaphor was perfect on Lazerdude's end, and the fact that him laying out that metaphor basically derailed the rest of the debate, I think that kind of speaks for itself. So, LEB says, ice cream debate. I'm the sprinkles. You're no good, Jimmies.
See, now I just want a metaphor with Better Call Saul. With the whole
I know, right?
Good.
But I'm not even from the South.
I mean,
Okay, so first off, let me just say I'm so glad I bought ice cream. I have ice cream cake today. Secondly, yes, I think it's a clean sweep for Lazerdude. I mean, honestly, for me, I think Jacob. I think his big folly was his opening statement.
yeah.
I think that did some damage there. I think he had kind of like some primo stuff in terms of a moment. And I think he just kind of yeah, there it is. It's nice,
And like I said, one other pick, and like I said, Lazerdude picked first. I didn't really have much to go on after that could top his moment.
Jacob, you had like the coup d'etat of all Peanuts moments at your disposal, and I don't know.
The redhead girl scene is better.
No, the scene you had is infinitely better. I don't know what you're talking about.
What? Oh, I still debate.
You won. You won, and you made the stronger arguments. I'm just saying.
I'll do a bonus round against you later.
Oh God!
I will take you to the cleaners, Canadian.
Oh Jesus!
Damn.
Oh, and then afterwards I'll get my feelings checked at the hospital for free.
Oh my God!
Anyway.
Well, yeah. After you get put on that waiting list.
All right. Well, at least I won't die by the time I get there.
Okay. This is getting like too personal.
All right. Point being,
no, I'm the one that made it personal. It's fine.
Lazerdude has 2 points. Jacob's got 1. And now I want ice cream. But we're gonna endure. Okay.
All right. At least I'm not going away with nothing.
All right. Let me. Okay. Let me check the old. Let me check the old mailbox here. I'm gonna open it up. And nothing. Darn. I'm just gonna hop inside the mailbox and see what happens. Gentlemen, who feels like flipping? Jacob?
Yes.
He's
Really?
gonna flip.
Okay. Good. Thank God.
He's gonna flip.
All right.
Yeah. Jacob now has 2 points. Lazerdude. Are you gonna flip? I'm punk. You gonna flip? Are you gonna do it? You gonna do it right here? You gonna flip?
No.
Okay. Cut the music.
Is that like the first time someone's actually flipped a coin in like half a year?
Maybe.
Well, I mean, the year just started, so
I might have.
Well, I'm saying like in the last 6 of
point.
these that we have done.
No, I don't think it's that. I think someone's flipped before then. I don't think it's
all right.
crazy.
It doesn't happen very often.
No.
But hey, I have 2 now.
Yep.
I mean, I got legitimately excited because I'm like, oh, the mechanic isn't dead. All right.
Well, again, you'll see the precautions I went to ensure that doesn't happen again. But we'll get there.
Oh God.
We'll get there
God.
if we ever do find that coin.
Okay.
All right. So we are now entering the speed round, and dear audience members, we need your help. Sorry, Space Jam reference. Anyway, kids. So, of course, the way speed round works, it's 30 seconds followed by a 15-second rebuttal. But we are also taking audience questions because we have no confidence in the questions we've come up with already. We need your help, folks. Our self-confidence, it's in the crapper. So basically, you will be able to suggest questions, ideally Peanuts-related questions, in the comments, and we'll be inclined to use them. And best part, because we love you, and it's near Valentine's Day, you, dear audience member, get to decide who made the better argument and who wins your point. That's you. You can do that. Yeah, I'm talking. Yeah, you right there. Yes. Okay. Don't look away from me, Z and K. You, and Ellie Baby, and others, and Sonia Pandoja, maybe the King of Cheese guy.
And his off-color comments.
Yes, and anyone who's not here. Okay. So, of course, first 5 points wins the whole game. Still at play. Right now, it's 2-2. Time to race for your lives, boys.
Race for your life, Charlie Brown.
Board
All
the
right,
rafts.
I'm sorry. Hold on.
I would love to see a Charlie.
Give me
Brown.
1 second. I have the coin pulled up twice instead of the stopwatch once. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Sorry. I'm really. This is great. This is great.
Hey, if you want to see something cool,
if
you guys want to see something cool, put it on my camera for a second.
Oh, okay.
Can we do that?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Hold on. If the layout goes away, hold on.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, there we go. Hey!
Oh, nice.
Not only that, I have my old blanket from
Oh my
when
God,
I was a
dude.
kid that I had from my parents' farm. It's a ratty old thing. You can tell like it's falling apart. And
It's a
so
secure. Linus and a security
It's
blanket.
kind of blue.
Oh, God.
all right, I'll turn my camera off now.
All
All
right.
right, now, Lazy, tell us what Christmas is all about.
Oh,
Like,
Jesus!
Please.
It is kind of interesting that you didn't pick Linus as your favorite character now.
Well,
That was best character. Not
this is
favorite.
this is actually not even a Linus shirt. It's technically a Calvin and Hobbes shirt.
Oh, yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
It's I got it because of on my Monster House review, I was wearing it, and then at the end I say, "Oh, you guys think I'm dressed up like DJ?" Then I pull out my sister made me a stuffed Hobbs, and so I pull it out. I was like, "Hobbs, can you believe that?" And so yeah, that was the only reason I have this shirt. Anyway,
Okay. So before we get to the audience questions, we're going to start with the wheel question. But gentlemen, this wheel question is unlike any wheel question we've ever had.
Wait.
before.
Hold on, Dragon. What about the punishments?
Hold on. Let me make sure that the wheel doesn't mess with these. Hold on a second.
Okay.
You know what? Yeah, we should wait till after the wheel question. I'm going to tell you, boys, how much trouble you're in after the wheel question.
Oh God.
Let's start at the trouble you're
Wheel
in now with the wheel question.
Oh my God.
So this wheel question is unlike any wheel question
Yup.
ever seen before. Tiki, show them the wheel of peanuts.
All right.
oh wait, you said
Okay.
peanuts.
Yep. So,
I'm not even gonna ask.
please don't ask. So, we're gonna spin the wheel.
It's like, please don't.
Okay, let's see. So, so laser. Okay, Jay got the point. That was because of the coins. So that doesn't really get. Lazerdude, you won the last point.
I'll go first.
Okay,
Go first. Okay.
Every time I've played this, whoever goes first wins.
Really?
Yes.
Let's see what Lazerdude has. Okay.
Snoopy.
He's
That's a
got
pretty good pick. I feel comfortable with that pick.
Snoopy. All right, keep the peanuts wheel up.
Who is the worst Peanuts character?
Okay, let's see what Jacob's going to get after we remove the dog.
Okay, hold on. I
You're euthanizing the dog?
apply.
No, I said removing the dog. You sicko.
All
right.
Remove the
Jacob.
dog. Remove the dog.
Oh boy.
No. The lag.
Schroeder.
And
Okay.
Schroeder's.
And
I
that's
think
not even
Schroeder
close
might
to
be-
Those are
your
two really solid characters, I must say.
I mean, that's not how you spell his name, but
Yeah, I don't.
We all know who he's talking about.
yeah.
Is that what you were not going to ask about?
What?
All right.
No,
Is that what you were not going to ask about?
I made a joke that when he says the wheel of peanuts, I'm like, oh, peanuts. Oh, okay.
Oh, God.
Yeah, yes, sir. Thanks for bringing that up, Tiki. So, yeah. Okay.
That's
So-
all right, so
But, gentlemen, before I can tell you the question, we're not done.
oh,
See
no.
that?
To drive this bike, we need 2 wheels
The
Wheels of Muppets.
All right.
No.
Oh, I hope I get
I-
Rolf.
Spin it till it comes off the hinges.
So,
I hope I get Rolf.
Lazerdude.
It'd be a dog team up.
so Snoopy and
Oh, man. Look how close that was, though.
Sam
Sam Eagle.
and Sam and Snoopy.
All right.
Remove the eagle.
How un-American of you.
Okay.
Says the Canadian.
Yeah.
Technically, Canada is part of America.
That's
North
true.
America,
That's
we're
true.
not part of the United States.
That's what I'm
fight
saying.
you on that.
America, the continent.
Ooh.
Oh,
Wait.
wait. Oh, yeah. I was getting a little worried there. So, okay, he's got Sweetums.
So Schroeder and Sweetums.
Schroeder. And
Oh, man. Could you
Say that
imagine?
5 times
Schroeder and
fast.
Rolf?
What?
All
Oh,
right.
man.
Oh God, what's the question?
Okay.
Who would win in an ultimate death match?
You know, you joke about that. No. Which 2 characters should be friends?
This is interesting.
Very, very quaint question, right?
Which 2 characters should be friends, between these 2 franchises? Snoopy and Sam Eagle for Lazerdude, and Schroeder and Sweetums for Jacob Wile.
I kind of wish I had Rolf.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I had Rolf too.
I know, right?
Rolf got
I know Rolf was going
Rolf
to be
would
the
have
popular
really
one.
fit into both of these, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Rolf can fit in anyone because you have a piano playing.
Dude,
dog.
now I did. Rolf and Schroeder seriously would be like the best of pals, man.
Yep.
Yep.
I feel like Rolf would be like the bouncy, energetic one, and Schroeder would be the more like reserved one, and then they'd even each other out.
Jazz.
All right.
All right.
All right, so
All
again, it's 30 seconds above the 15-second rebuttal. Lazerdude, whenever you start speaking, clock goes down.
Here we go. Well, of course, Snoopy and Sam the Eagle should be friends. First of all, Snoopy loves hanging out with birds. He loves his best friend is Woodstock. He could tell Sam all about him. Also, he's very, very, patriotic. Snoopy on the 4th of July stuff is always dancing and posting. All he needs to do is do that. And Sam the Eagle's like, oh, you are very patriotic. You love America, and you shall be my friend. And so they would have so much to talk about. Snoopy would be such a great friend to Sam the Eagle because he's a bird.
Before I start talking, I said that's a really good Sam Eagle impression.
Thank you.
All right, sorry. I just wanted to give my compliments to Liz.
The Oz approves.
All right. Though it might take some work, I think Schroeder and Sweetums would make very good friends. I mean, it's like Sweetums is. Well, it's insane. He's a very sweet guy. I don't think he'd actually be too worried about bothering Schroeder, and I think Schroeder would actually be very appreciative of what Sweetums has to offer. Sweetums could honestly learn to appreciate as a thing for music, so Schroeder would be very good at that. I think they would get along famously.
Here's my impression of Schroeder and Sweetums meeting. Dun 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 dun. Oh, hello there, little kid. Ah! And Schroeder runs away because he's a flippin' monster the size of a flippin' car. No way is Schroeder getting along with Sweetums. He's running for the hills.
I don't think Sam would get along with Snoopy very well. Like, oh, what a weird little dog you are. He'd be too put off by Snoopy. Like Schroeder and Sweetums. He said, sure, like I said, he'd be put off at first, but Sweetums, he would warm up to Sweetums, and he could keep Lucy away too.
Shit. That was a really good point right at the end there, Jacob.
Thank you.
Okay. Taking for a question this out there, this silly, I think there's only one person who can judge it.
Okay.
Our legal counsel.
All right.
Call Rohit the legal man, or Joe the our resident Joe the legal weasel.
Oh, that's better.
Oh man, this is tough. There's a good point.
We bored you to sleep, by the way. I'm glad you're here. Okay.
No. It's just like I'm trying to think of just. Ooh. I will give the point to Jacob.
Ooh,
All right.
nice. Thank you.
Okay, so that's
Thank you.
it's 3 Jacob. That's 2 Lazerdude. Am I correct?
Are you gonna elaborate any further, or just?
Do you really want to look at gift? He could always change his mind.
No. I'm just...
I want to hear this. I want to hear this.
I mean, honestly, for my money, I was actually leaning Lazerdude right up until that last point, but I think that last point with like Sweetums being the bodyguard, like I really think Jacob got a lot of good stuff in his last like 5 seconds.
Like, and I think the whole like Sam being put off by Snoopy's weirdness.
All right.
Yeah, that was kind of my thing. It's like it's like mixing like vinegar or oil and water with Snoopy and Sam, and I think Jacob made a good point about like there being a workable dynamic between Linus and Sweetums.
I'm sure
Okay.
Sweetums.
So let's see.
So Lazerdude, how'd that first person winning theory work out for you?
Oh shit!
This is the first time it hasn't happened. But maybe sorry, I misspoke.
I wonder how telling
the
that
first
is.
person either did win or should have won.
Or should have won.
Well, I would have voted Lazerdude had I judged it. So maybe I don't know.
Well, you didn't. You delegated it to Roy.
But I know I did. I'm just telling you. I'm just saying, like, to give him any peace of mind. But okay.
All right. Z and K says, "Oh man, Snoopy would make a fantastic foil to Sam." And that's the thing. I feel like Snoopy kind of has like a beatnik energy going on with him, right? Like that would be the argument that I would make with Snoopy.
Well, the only thing I really had in common is that Snoopy likes bursts.
Right.
I love that opening.
But the birdie
I love
likes
that
his
point.
Woodstock.
That is.
Sam wouldn't like Woodstock.
I'll tell you, there was one argument that Jacob had. He said I would have instantly switched it to, okay, Jacob absolutely wins this thing. If Jacob said Snoopy can't talk.
Well, technically, in some cases, you did hear his thoughts. So.
That's kind of the comics. The animals did kind of communicate. Well, no, I guess we only. The dogs would talk to each other through their thought balloons.
Yeah, well, they made like little noises they could interpret. So I guess that's.
And sometimes in the comics, it almost kind of does seem like the other people could see what Snoopy was saying.
No, I don't think that was. I don't know. About
No. I think like they read.
We, the audience, could read his thought balloons. Snoopy had thought balloons.
I know, but I'm just saying, like sometimes you could like almost tell their.
But, like his cousins would come around and they would talk to each other through.
Yeah,
their
they can
thought balloons.
communicate. They can communicate with the dogs and everything. So.
But yeah, like I don't think him talking would be much of an issue though.
But like, I mean, Woodstock can understand him, so it's not entirely out of the realm of possibility. That
Let's take a pause in the zoology lesson here. Let's.
All right. Z and K says Rolf actually did play Schroeder in a Muppets Baby parody. That's really cool. I need to look that up.
Ah, nice.
Ellie B also says horrible pairs. Tell us how you really feel, Ellie.
Well, it was random, Ellie. So gosh.
Z and K says Sweetum could be a good bodyguard to keep Lucy away. We should hope at least.
Wouldn't it just be funny
also,
if like Lucy showed up and Sweetum just chucked her like out the window?
I mean, if I could have chosen
Now
a two
you're
to
gonna
put
be
together,
the
I would have put like
football.
Peppermint Patty, and Gonzo or something.
Oh God, that would be.
That would be great.
Linus might mistake Sweetums as the Great Pumpkin.
Yeah.
That would be.
So much missed opportunities here. Yeah, wow.
By
Our viewers are
pairing,
smart.
Lucy gets along with Stetler and Waldorf in the balcony, just roasting everybody.
oh, dude, that'd be perfect. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
but we had to go with one. We couldn't go with the duplex. So
Yeah.
And even LEB agrees that was a good Sam Eagle impression.
it was. It was.
ZK says, by pairing alone, regardless of the friendship topic, I say Sam and Snoopy. That at least has funny potential. And I agree. I think that Sam and Snoopy would be like more of a comedy duo, more so than, like the best of pals.
Yeah, I mean, that does make more sense.
All right, we should probably move on because otherwise the whole game could be.
All right, but you know what, guys? I gotta take a minute here because I gotta go to the wall. I gotta contemplate life because I have not been able to find this coin for the life of me, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. Just looking out there, just kind of monologuing to myself, and oh my lordy, what is that? What is that in the water below? I'm not gonna chuck chocolates at this water. I'm gonna look. Oh my god, I found it! It's the coin! It was shining in the water. It's the coin. Someone made a wish, and my wish is about to come true. We have the coin.
You know what's really
have the
sad?
Snoopy silver dollar.
You know what's really sad? Even after all of that, I still can't completely trust that we've actually found the coin. All right, let's see if we've actually found the coin. Dragon, have we actually found the coin?
Tiki, I'm going to be very honest with you. More honest than I've ever been ever.
Okay.
We did.
Okay. Wait.
Yep.
Wait. Hold on. Sorry. I couldn't.
Dang it.
I don't know who was talking. I couldn't hear. Someone was talking over the music, and they were like very faded. I don't know if that was Lazerdude or Dragon.
Honestly, I think that might have just been part of the recording or something because I've heard that like every time you played that.
Have you? Okay. All right. I'm sorry. Go.
Should I start the music again?
Yeah. All right. So, I'm correct. Jacob won the last round, right?
Yes.
Making sure. Okay. So, Jacob, you won the last round. Now, there's a punishment coming for you. And I'm going to tell you right now, one of you boys is about to flip this coin. The way this works. The way this works.
I like this.
Okay, the way this works is if you don't flip, we give the coin to the other guy, and he must flip. So that's your
I love it.
choice
I
right
love
now.
it.
You either flip this coin, or Lazerdude will be forced to flip the coin.
Oh man,
That's a really good mechanic, Dragon. That's really good thinking on your end.
So, Big J, what are
Blue
you?
Dragon was just so tired of me and Laser choosing not to flip the coin. That he-
right, yeah.
Well, since I flipped it last time, I'll pass this time.
Okay.
Lazerdude,
Okay.
I'm gonna flip it.
you're darn right.
Oh!
Lazerdude is down.
Brutal.
To 1
Pretty
point.
brutal.
Okay.
Oh my god.
All right. Might as well, I guess we should keep the music going because now I'm going to tell you, boys, what the penalty is.
If I lose another coin, I'm quitting this game.
Do we even need the coin anymore, Dragon?
No, we don't need the coin. We just need the music.
Good to know. Okay.
Okay. So, boys, here's the punishment. Next round of our speed round, your opponent will choose your answer for you.
Oh boy, this is
Both, and since both of you lost, you're both gonna pick the other guys.
Oh, really? That's exactly how. Oh, that's great. That's great.
Okay.
fun.
Okay, we can can the music. I think we got it.
Okay.
Now,
Okay, I really like this. That's awesome.
now, Tiki, I pose this to you.
Hey.
I stopped the music.
I pose this to you.
Yes.
Do we go with an audience question, or do we go with
Oh, no.
one of the other questions.
Okay, honestly, I think for this particular circumstance, I think we should pull from our own questions.
Okay.
I agree.
All right, let's see.
Oh no.
There's a lot of good ones here. Tiggy, you want to do a character question or a non-character question? That's pretty much how these are divided.
I feel like the last question was very character-centric, so let's go with a non-character one.
Okay, then. All right, here we go.
Oh my god.
What? Sorry, I'm just realizing the delicious opportunity we've been afforded here. Give me 1 second. Let's make sure.
Oh, this is such a great game.
Oh my god.
Okay, let's see. Tiggy, play the other. Play music.
What music?
You know the music.
It's time to play the music.
I'm sorry, I don't know what music you are referring to. Like, we have multiple tracks. I'm sorry.
This one dragon?
Yep.
Inflicted? Okay.
Okay. All right, I'm going to give you the hardball, gentlemen.
Oh, boy.
Which holiday should the Peanuts tackle next?
Oh, God.
Oh, this is.
And keep in mind, we have to choose each other's
Uh-huh.
answers.
So
I
whoever
do
speaks
notice-
first is choosing the other guy's answer first.
I love how the actual lamest holiday has already had a Charlie Brown special.
You mean Arbor Day?
Yeah.
That is
All
pretty
due
good.
respect to trees, of course.
It's actually a pretty good special, though.
I know.
Oh boy.
If you pick one that's already been done, I'll tell you, okay? But just the other thing. So, like, not all the holidays have been told in the Peanuts, clearly. But then, plus, you have all the odds and ends holidays you can also factor in as well. There's a lot of still.
Can I choose a birthday that is celebrated by a holiday by a certain group?
Well, I mean, you can. I mean, yeah. If it's is it a recognized national holiday?
I'm not.
That is
entirely
someone's
sure.
birthday because you can do that, but it has to be, you know.
I could just say it, and you guys can tell me if I can.
Yeah,
use
yeah.
it or
Just
not.
say it,
Okay.
and I'll tell you. But you guys, you're picking this for Jacob.
I looked up a certain religion that celebrates L. Ron Hubbard's birthday in March.
Okay, that's,
God.
I'm going to say
No,
yeah,
no,
it's not,
no.
yeah,
Dang
really,
it.
fun fact: though, Michael McKean, the great actor, does resemble L. Ron Hubbard. It's kind of
He does. Yeah, he does now that you
Okay.
mention it.
Okay, fine.
There's
We had
not
a
really
different,
a lot of bad options with this one, actually. I don't know. It's hard.
There's one bad one. There's one lame one, but I'm not saying it.
Do they have to be like official holidays or like?
Okay. This is a weird. I got one. This is. I looked up. This is weird, obscure holidays, and this is one that I think it would be great. On Tuesday, January 12th, is Kiss a Ginger Day.
Okay,
Oh,
come
God.
on. Let's not. Come on. Don't make a mockery. of it.
Okay.
We got to use an act, like at least something like, you know.
All
Come
right,
on.
fine.
So it's on a
Come
calendar.
on. I mean, it's on some sort of calendars. All right. Fine.
Is your wife a redhead, by the way? Is she ginger by
No,
chance?
she's not.
Okay.
Well, congratulations on the pregnancy, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome.
Although I haven't announced it on my YouTube channel yet, so if anyone,
Yeah, I
wants
was
to
just
see
gonna
me-
say, Jacob. That's.
it's okay. It's okay. I'm going to.
Okay.
soon. I'm around to it.
I didn't want to
Well,
say
Miss
it.
Spear, you
publicly
did
just
announce
in
it
case.
elsewhere, so it's not that
Yes.
well
Yeah.
kept a secret. So
No.
Sorry.
What about Martin Luther King Day?
that will count. Yes.
That would count. Yeah,
All right, Jacob's
All
Jacob's got Martin Luther King Day.
Right?
that's a
It's the-
super freaking touchy one, man.
Do they have to be like actual holidays, or can they just be like just like random days?
Well, I mean, if it's on a calendar, you know, I think it's,
'Cause like
it's pretty much on the board if it's on a calendar with a few exceptions, but I gotta know what it is.
Like National Spaghetti Day.
Okay, that doesn't count.
No.
Come
No.
on. If he has that, I can kiss his
Yeah,
ginger.
yeah.
I don't
no,
say you don't get
Okay.
I said no.
Okay. Like, okay. Callan. Okay. What kind of holidays? Holidays.
Oh my god.
Oh.
This is taking entirely too long.
See, this just tells me that I'm the only one who cares about these days. This what tells me. I was like, Jacob has to look up a calendar.
Oh my god!
Look, if you
I
just
weep
let
for
us choose
today's
the
youth.
wackiest holidays out there,
No, you can't use Happy Leif Erikson Day.
Holiday choice to give to Lazerdude, and I'm surprised you haven't thought of it, Jacob.
Canada Day.
No, oh man, you're.
Hey, that's a holiday here. It's a holiday that we celebrate.
Well,
It's
the
just as
peanuts
big
aren't
as the
really in
4th of
Canada.
July.
Though.
Yeah.
This is America, damn it. Pick
Yeah.
an American holiday.
Fine.
But I want it. I accept.
Okay, so you want to talk about Canada Day then?
No Canada Day. Come on.
Okay, no Canada. Jesus.
Jeez, I feel attacked right now. Is what I feel.
Well, you should.
Kiki, Blue Dragon is officially auditioning to be Calendar Man in Matt Reeves' Batman Part 2.
Oh my god!
Of course, Calendar Man's new
Have they-
origins. Everyone forgot his birthday, and he's
Have they
really
done
pissed off
St.
about it.
Patrick's Day?
That will count. Do you want it? Okay, well, you said it, so there you go. Lazy's got St. Patrick's Day.
All right.
Like I really haven't discussed Canada Day, but all right, let's.
No Canada Day.
Or even National Spaghetti Day.
No,
Okay,
not
I'm gonna
National
throw
Spaghetti.
out,
I'll take St. Patrick's Day.
one of you totally should have picked Boxing Day.
I was about to pick that, but I just went with St.
See, I was going to suggest I think the worst option to screw over the other guy would have been Labor Day.
Well, I mean, no. The option for the other person is Columbus Day.
Oh man, fuck! I can't believe neither of you
Yeah.
thought of that.
Well, Columbus
I'm
Day's
not
kind of a
American. We
weird-
don't celebrate Columbus Day.
Columbus
No, I
Day
would
is-
definitely count Columbus Day. I would definitely
Well,
count
not
that.
Canada
Yes,
Day,
but
but
the
Columbus.
trick is does the Mayflower doesn't count as Columbus Day, does it? Does it?
No.
Blue Dragon, that's
It wasn't one of the 3 ships.
Well, I just want to make sure.
Mayflower is the pilgrimage.
Well, remember
All
history.
right.
Man.
Okay.
All right, so technically, who goes first here?
Well, the thing is,
I
Jacob.
said-
Jacob. Well, yes, you said Jacob's answer first, so Jacob's going to go first.
Oh my god! That's twisted.
Yep.
All right.
Good luck.
All right.
Remember, Jacob, your answer is Martin Luther King Day.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Peanuts hasn't been one to shy away from, from educational topics. Highlight and educational topics, and I think that Martin Luther King Day would actually be a good thing to do. Like, there's been a lot of patriotic stuff. There's been quite a few history things. I think Martin Luther King Day would actually be right up there with the stuff that they've talked about, and it'd be like a way to bring Franklin back into the forefront again, and basically talk about a lot of issues pervading America today and how it can be and how it relates to stuff.
St. Patrick's Day is a perfect holiday for a peanut special because there's so much stuff that kids do. I could just envision it now. We got Lucy, who doesn't wear any green. She's still wearing her blue stuff. But if anyone gets close to her, she tries to punch them because she doesn't want anyone pinching her. Except Snoopy will come up and pinch her, and she gets so aggravated over it the whole time. There's also, you could have Linus, who thinks of the great leprechaun that comes over and drops off gold, chocolate gold. We have to stay up for it. You could do a whole routine on that regard. And there's Charlie Brown, who just doesn't get the whole thing, and you could just chain her and St. Patrick's a little bit too.
Honestly, I don't think a St. Patrick's Day would really work well for Peanuts, considering it's like there's not really a lot of stuff to talk about regarding St. Patrick's Day, other than wearing green and Lucy punching people. Whereas Martin Luther King, there's a whole lot of stuff to talk about, especially like I said, the holiday bringing forth.
Yeah, but here's the thing. If you bring up Martin Luther King Day, are you going to bring up how he was assassinated? Are you going to bring up all the race relations and stuff like that? You're going to tell Franklin that there was a point where his people were slaves and stuff like that? It's too deep and dark for a Peanuts thing. Peanuts does tackle some issues, but not that heavy.
Literally, one of the specials was about a girl with leukemia. But I'm not talking about anything.
Hey, you can't add any more points.
I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
How about that
that's actually
stricken
true.
from the record?
Yeah.
That's
I was
off
on
the record.
autopilot when I started.
I'll just say.
Yeah, doesn't the last point that folks are going to have me instruct? Well, yeah, I don't have to direct because we're going to call this, but it's like we're not going to factor that into the final summation.
I'm saying that is off the record. I'm just saying there's literally a special where a girl.
I've never seen that.
Technically, I haven't either, but I read about it.
But yeah, there's this moment where Linus says there's like this kid bullying this girl with leukemia, and he has to snap at this kid, say, "She has cancer."
Yeah, it's actually a pretty badass Linus moment.
Yeah, it is, man. Okay.
I said, so don't factor that into my argument at all.
Wouldn't dream of it. So, Tiki, cue me.
God. I'm sorry, like when I have to like switch between. This isn't going to be seamless because I have to switch between. Like I'm on the window with.
Okay, so this is a tough one because these are very. These are designed to the other guy. I got to tell you though, I heard. I think I heard more substance, despite Jacob's argument, lack of substance with St. Patrick's Day, and I did hear a lot of points against Martin Luther King. They're like, the assassination talk might bring the room down a little bit. So you know what? Gosh darn it! I'm gonna say the point goes to Lazerdude.
All right.
So he's back on the board.
Up to 2.
Back to the 2. So
I wasn't out on
it's
the
kind of
board.
a self-defeating
I had a point on the board.
It's a self-defeating point, but he got it.
I mean, I think I did fairly well with what I had.
You did. You
I would have just loved to see you try to do the Scientology holiday, though. But okay, I think we got good ones. We got a good debate out of that. Yeah.
Okay.
And thus our punishments are over.
Maybe.
Yeah, they are, right?
No, they are. Tiki. Yes, Tiki, they are. The punishment.
Okay.
Way to kill the suspense. Everything.
I'm sorry, just for clarification.
Well, Dragon, not everything needs to have suspense, all right?
I know, right?
All right. Okay.
I mean,
Dragon, I have been
secret
playing a game of
word.
intense social paranoia. I need like facts right now. All right.
All right. Anyway. Okay. So Tiki.
Yo.
Pick a question, man. Pick an audience question. We've kept them waiting long enough. Hopefully, they're still here.
We have. This is true. I think Ellie and Z and K are both still here. Let's see. Okay. I don't know how specific you guys can get with this.
I could do the LEB question that you did at 10-11. That one I have an answer for.
Okay. I'm assuming
But
that you have not seen Snoopy Come Home or Snoopy the Musical.
No, I haven't. The only there might be one of those I saw when I was young, but I don't have any memory.
And I haven't seen them either.
Okay. Snoopy Come Home is just like aggressively depressing. Anyways. All right, we'll go with LEB's question. Z&K, I'm sorry. Like, the thing with when you throw out speed round questions is that the more broad, the better. That's like kind of like a general rule of thumb.
What was the best time Lucy pulled away the football?
I want to go with the last football pull in the comics where she hands it off to Rerun.
Ooh.
Okay.
I mean, they're all basically the same kind, though. That's the problem.
That's kind of why I was hesitant about it, honestly.
All right, I'll just go with the one from the Peanuts movie.
Okay, that's totally valid.
Okay, before we go on, I still want to mention there's a missed opportunity, the Martin Luther King Day one that did occur to me.
Oh God, what?
Yeah. Franklin was created essentially on the council of Martin Luther King. He contacted Charles Schulz and asked him to create a Black Peanuts character, and that's where Franklin came from.
I honestly think the Martin Luther
Franklin
King
is Martin Luther King's son.
Essentially.
I honestly think the Martin Luther King special could have basically just been Our Friend Martin, but with Franklin.
God. Well, you know what's the cutest thing ever? Last year they put out for Christmas, they put out an ornament of Franklin's introduction, because it was basically a story of Franklin met Charlie Brown on the beach, and that was to kind of send the message of, we can integrate the beaches to the.
Fuck yeah.
It's really nice. Okay. All right. So,
All right. Ready?
yeah. You remember, Ellie B, you're gonna judge this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The last time the football gag is ever played, Lucy's about to do it, but she has to come in for supper, and she hands it off to her little brother, Rerun. She says, "Don't make sure you pull it like normal." And then Charlie Brown says, "Oh, Rerun wouldn't pull it from me. He wouldn't." And he runs, and the next time we see Lucy at the dinner table with Rerun holding the football, he's like, "Well, did you pull it away, or did he kick it? What happened?" And Rerun just closes his eyes and say, "You'll never know." And that is the perfect thing. Did Charlie ever kick the football? We'll never know.
All right. Jacob's not feeling confident.
Well, no, like I said, they're all basically the same, except for what he just said.
There's one you missed.
I mean, Jacob, I do think you kind of have like the definitive one, though. Honestly,
I beg to differ, but we'll see how he does.
Well, I think he has maybe like the blue meth one would be like the best. Like, it's like kind of like
let him say his answer.
We'll weigh in after.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, right. Okay.
Don't get in his head. You're throwing off his focus.
Okay.
Just trying to boost the boy's confidence. I'm sorry.
Well, of course we know what happens, and it happens at the football kick, famous football kick happens in the mid-credit scene of the Peanuts movie. Like, obviously Charlie Brown has got his confidence, got his confidence back. Lucy's like Lucy's basically being nice to him for once. Like, Charlie Brown's feeling confident, and what happens? The same old thing that always happens. She yanks it away. It adds extra layers of their dynamic, and it has a more sense of fun than usual. Like, sure, there's like a good grief and everything, but it feels more lighthearted than it usually does.
I think the problem with yours is, as you said, is all very similar and very same as the other ones. She pushes him up only to knock him down. Where mine is not just Charles Schulz pulling the football on Charlie Brown. He's pulling it on us. We want to know if he ever kicked that football, but we'll never know. And that's him pulling the football out on us.
They can be considered just lazy what Charles Schulz did. Like, is it suspenseful or is it lazy? We'll never know. But with this, we get to see like emphasizing what Charlie Brown and Lucy's dynamic in a more fun way. In a more fun way, we get to see just Charlie Brown say good grief and everything once more.
All right, Ellie B. Power is yours, my friend.
Which moment were you thinking of, Dragon?
Yes, I mean, for me, the definitive choice, rather easily, is from Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown, because that's the one with the signed document. The one where it was the best version of that gag, where it's like, it's a signed document, which is like the most like legally, like she really shouldn't have been able to do this, but it was never notarized.
There's this comic series called Tundra. And they have they have a bunch of like silly animals, and they're like, "Hey, let's play a homage to the Charlie Brown comic." He's like, "Well, aren't you just gonna pull it away from me?" He's like, "Well, how about if I do? I give you $10. So either you kick the football or you get $10. It's a win-win." He's like, "Oh, well, that's great." And so he runs over it and he kicks it, and it turns out it's just a rock painted like a football. So,
all right, we have a verdict. LEB says the argument for the final panel wins.
Yeah.
That means Lazerdude, right?
Yep.
That's what I thought. Okay, it's tied up again.
But technically, they could have gone with the one from Family Guy where Peter forces Lucy to have Charlie.
Oh, that would have been a good one. Oh my God, that's a good.
Yeah, it didn't say it had to be from the original.
Right. Yeah.
Dragon, would that have counted?
Well,
I mean, yeah, I think if someone made the argument, it's not in the word of the question. Yeah, I would have accepted it. Yes.
All right.
You could have also done Robot Chickens, where Charlie Brown
Yeah.
just kicks Lucy instead.
Yeah. Honestly, that would have been.
Well, I did.
So long as the peanuts were actually in the thing, it would have counted.
Well, I did. Well, I just didn't. I didn't know if we had to keep it official or not.
No, it's a
Well,
thing. But, you know,
I mean, you think it's just the truth with the debate. You think of all your best answers after the round's over.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep. Now it's 3-3 again.
Okay.
Gee, it's almost like we've kind of been here before.
I would have had
Yeah.
4
All right.
points if I didn't.
Tiki,
Yo,
it's your moment, boyo. Hit him with your question.
my question.
Hit him with your question, kiddo. You can do it.
Fuck. Dragon, I'm sorry. Legitimately, the game I've been playing has been fucking with my mind. I don't remember what my question is. I'm terribly sorry.
Like such a big fuss. Please put the question in. Please put the question in. All right. Okay, fine. Who would you cast as an adult
All right. Okay.
Peanuts character? As in, like, you pick one character from the Peanuts and you're casting a live action actor as the adult version of this iconic Peanuts character. Who do you go with?
Oh.
I got one in mind. I just want to think if I can think of anyone else better.
That's funny. There have been kind of a number of parodies with the Peanuts that have had, like, you know, kind of full grown.
Who is Pedro Pascal gonna play? Pedro Pascal is Pigpen.
Okay,
Oh my
that's what
God.
no, he said it. He said it. He said
I
it.
was just joking.
No, he said it. It counts.
Let Jacob play. Try to find a good answer.
Well, now you're stuck with Pedro Pascal as Pigpen.
Yep.
Well, fine. I'll do that.
I actually think that's a legitimately good poll. So I think you've got something.
I mean, I'm not disappointed. I was just saying it because of the alliteration, you know.
Right.
Hmm.
Oh my god.
So
I'm just thinking of all these Last of Us, like
it's basically
just like Dirty Joel.
So it's basically. Andrew Garfield is Schroeder.
Okay.
Oh, that's solid. That's fucking solid, man. All right.
All right.
Okay.
And Tiki, you're going to judge this one.
All right.
Pigpen is a very simplistic character. He doesn't even try to do anything. He just is naturally attracted to the dirty world. And I think who is better to bring the dirty out of his luck character who just happens to always be filthy than Pedro Pascal? We've seen him do a lot of things. We've seen him act amazing and not even see his face. So, of course, he's going to be great, even with a cloud of smoke all around him. That's what you need for a character like Pigpen, someone who can act with the disadvantage. And Pedro Pascal is the perfect person for that. I guess we have people with it. That's what I said.
Pedro Pascal. I mean, not Pedro Pascal. Okay, start over. Sorry. Andrew Garfield is shown to have quite a bit of range, but clearly, but as you can probably guess, I'm drawing my inspiration for having him play a Schroeder as showing his musical expertise from the movie Tick Tick Boom, like where he actually played someone who played the piano. I think considering the comedic range that he's shown as especially as Spider-Man among other movies, plus his dramatic and singing chops and even musical abilities in Tick Tick Boom, I think he'd make a perfect fit as Schroeder.
I think Andrew Garfield's a little bit too sporadic. Like, he's a lot of an energized performance, where Schroeder is a lot more calmer and more reserved as a character. I'm not saying he couldn't do a decent job playing him, but Pedro Pascal playing this dirty, down-to-earth character who's covered in dirt and playing it well, I think it's just a better fit overall.
Go ahead, Jacob.
Andrew Garfield has been shown to be more reserved, especially in something like Tick Tick Boom, and even something like Spider-Man No Way Home. Like Pedro Pascal's I don't think he'd capture the nuances of Pigpen that well.
The nuances of
I know, right? That kind of cut me too. I'm sorry, Jacob. With all due respect.
Well, I mean, if you're going to Pedro Pascal, there's going to be some time to talk about nuances. But yeah.
So I think, Jacob, I think your flaw with your argument is that you talked a little bit about Garfield's charisma and comedy chops and everything, but I think you focused entirely too much, and this was kind of like what I was worried about when you picked Schroeder for Garfield. I feel like you focused entirely too much on like, oh, he played a guy who plays the piano, so therefore you can play another guy who plays the piano. Like, I think it's a solid casting call. I just think that you kind of like were a little one track with it.
I only mentioned it twice.
Yeah, but I mean, you
Twice
like
in
it's
30 seconds.
Yeah, exactly.
Really?
So, and you brought it up again in the rebuttal. To be fair,
Well, that was the twice I was talking about. I only brought it up once during the opening and once during the rebuttal.
yeah, but you spent like half of the opening talking.
Anyway.
I'm sorry, Jacob. I'm sorry. It's
Okay, so you're saying Lazerdude gets the point?
I am giving the point to Lazerdude. My apologies, Jacob.
Okay, so that's 4-3 and not too far off. Just a quick fun fact. I mean, again, just a few. Well, not fun fact. Just like a few. Take it. Did you have any like ideas for any castings in mind beyond what these two went with?
Okay, that's a good question.
Any that come off top of the head?
Did you know that B.D. Wong played Linus in You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown?
I know Mark Hamill played Snoopy in that.
Honestly, not off the top of my head. Maybe like Florence Pugh as Sally. That would be solid.
Is great. That's a great
Thank you.
idea. For me, I have a few. Okay, well, you got to Rohit. Please tell us.
I would say for Lucy, Aubrey Plaza.
Hell yes. Hell yes.
That's good.
And for Peppermint Patty, considering the tomboy element, I think maybe like a Mackenzie Davis. Or even
I was actually. Oh, sorry, guys.
No, that's good actually. Mackenzie Davis. That works.
I was gonna say Jennifer Lawrence for Peppermint Patty. That was gonna be my pick.
Nah, there's no personality there. Come on.
Oh, come on. Jennifer Lawrence is a big person. Have you seen any of her actual interviews? She's so over the top.
It's kind of like I'm not a big Jennifer Lawrence fan, Lazerdude. I'm sorry.
Well, then I'm glad I said Pedro Pascal is.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. Like the thing with Jennifer Lawrence for me is I feel like she took that moment of her falling at the Oscars and she freaking milked that. Anyways.
I just had a terrible joke go into my mind. I'm gonna share it. I know this is bad, but I'm gonna share it anyway. I was gonna say, too bad he died, or we could have had Stephen Hawking as the parents.
Oh man! Oh, that is bad. That's bad.
Sorry, I'm apologizing.
I got a worse one, but it's so bad I can't tell you.
Yeah, please don't. Maybe tell us off air when we're done.
Yeah.
Share it in the private chat.
What?
Share it in the private chat. The joke.
No, I'll tell you after.
Okay.
Okay, so,
Woo.
few that real quick is these. I'm not saying these are the best choices because I'm sure if I really thought about it, we'd probably come up with some better casting because casting's fun. But I'm gonna say if Charlie Brown, maybe Mark Prost, Daniel Wormwold from Better Call Saul.
I can see that.
And
The guy with
I
the
think
hot
maybe
dog?
like John David Washington as Franklin.
that's good. Oscar Isaacs as Linus. Again, I'll tell you, not my A stringers, but
Yeah.
he's got range.
He does have range.
Carl Urban play. I always want to put Carl Urban in everything. I'm just trying to think.
Carl Urban might make a good Schroeder, actually.
Carl Urban is Snoopy.
Oh, okay. Here's the video. Real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, Carl Urban as like the lamest Peanuts character would be awesome if we got Carl Urban to play him. He's Shermie. They made the coolest version of Shermie ever.
Oh my god!
It's just him seeing Billy Butcher dialogue.
Yes, as Shermie. Just put him in a green shirt instead of the Hawaiian shirt and the leather jacket. That's all we do. We keep the goatee.
That was freaking diabolical.
It's diabolical, Chuck. Anyway.
Anywho.
So, let's see. Okay, here's one you guys are gonna love. All right, take it if there's any like really good ones that pop up too. Just let me know.
It's 4-3 for me, right? That's the score now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, this next one, if Lazerdude wins, well, if
You
Lazerdude
come back.
wins his next point, he could win the whole game.
Yeah, this is a really solid comeback for you, Lazerdude.
All right, okay, let's see this. I'm just okay. Okay, Tiki, I got a this or that question, or I have a worse question.
Let's do worse.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right. Okay. What's the worst thing to ever happen to Charlie Brown?
Oh man.
And there's a whole bunch. I don't want anyone saying. If anyone says I don't know what to pick, you automatically lose. I'm not kidding.
There's a
You
few.
automatically lose.
There's a few that are coming to mind. Oh, trying to see if there's any deeper ones in my brain from the comics.
Pretty much just the entire Snoopy Comes Home movie.
Okay.
Don't tell them.
Okay. I'm gonna say a statement. You guys can tell me if this is applicable or not. But I think the saddest thing to happen to Charlie Brown is that he will never get his dad's affection because his dad's a barber.
I mean, Tiki, what do you think? It's a little broad.
Is it
it's a little
canon
broad.
that his dad is a barber?
Yeah, no, we
It
know
is.
his father's a barber. We know this for a fact. Yes.
But
But it's a little broad of like, it's not exactly an exact moment, though. It's just kind of like an iron.
it's not a moment, but
Yeah, like I'm okay if you guys say no. I
What's
was
the thing,
just,
Tiki? What do you think? Should we?
what is the exact wording of the question?
The exact wording of the question is, what's the worst thing to ever happen to Charlie Brown? I don't know.
Okay,
I guess
yeah,
leave
it's
it-
not a moment.
yeah,
it's a thing.
that's true. That's true. Like I'm conjecturing that his dad doesn't like him, but I've never actually seen that.
That's the thing. We never even see the parents. I don't know. I think we might be cutting his legs off from under if we let him take that, Tiki.
All right, fair enough.
All right.
I'll
If
find
Laserdude's
something.
fine with us not letting him have it,
Yeah,
then
let's
sure.
look. Unless he really wants it, I say let's
No, I now that I hear the wording of the question, yeah, it's like it's conjecture on my part. I'm adding a fictitious thing that his dad doesn't like him because he's bald, but that's,
or his father's just a terrible barber and he ruined his life.
Oh my god.
he gave him barbicide when he's a baby, and now he has cancer. Okay.
Oh, come on,
Oh,
man.
Jesus
That's
Ooh.
Laserdude, this is supposed to be a celebration of Charlie.
I am.
Brown. This is
I
a
don't know
love
what's
letter.
wong with me. I'm just saying
He
all the
just-
bad
that's-
jokes today.
come
Can he just either lose the point? Can he just lose the round for that?
I'm tempted. I'm tempted.
no.
No. Seriously, man, not cool.
All right. I'm sorry.
No one gives Charlie Brown cancer, man. It's not cool.
Depends how he got it.
Okay, I'm gonna stop talking until the debate happens.
Oh, God. Dragon.
I'm waiting for answers.
I
boy.
have my answer.
Well, what's your answer?
I'm waiting for Laserdude's answer.
Oh,
You want me to go first? Hey, if you have the answer, you can't wait around.
What the-
for those, just anyone who wants to like kind of an eye
So-
behind
so-
the
so
scenes,
the
they've
question
been
is,
like this the whole preparation for the debate. By the way, they've been waiting to play chicken with the other guy.
So the
Yeah,
question is,
pretty much.
so the question is like, what's the worst thing to happen to Charlie Brown?
To ever happen to Charlie Brown,
Ever.
ever,
Ever and
ever, and
and
ever. So play nice.
When he ruins Christmas.
Yeah. Okay. So specifically
gonna
the tree. Then he brings the tree back.
Yes.
Okay, it's chewed out for the tree. Okay.
I'm gonna say when the little red hair girl moves away in the comics.
That's solid. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna have factoids after this, so we're gonna see how this goes.
Wait, what?
I've just do play a little game.
When you said you had factoids, I just wanted to know what you meant
Well,
by
he can't give you information about the stuff.
Yeah, I'm not gonna arm you right now. I'll tell you later.
It's like, all right. Well, we all know how it goes. It's during the Charlie Brown Christmas. Basically, he's been given a simple task to get a tree, and basically what he picks It's this twig. It's this mangy-looking, barely anything tree. What happens? It completely ruins the spirit of everything. Everyone throws those barbs at him. They vicious insults. It ruins Charlie Brown's spirit. Basically, around the only one time of the year where he should be feeling better.
Charlie Brown has always loved the little redhead girl as much as a child can love another child. And he's always wanted to get the nerve to talk to her, to say hi to her. But every time he's just about does it, he falls and just goes to his shyness and runs away. But now he doesn't have the opportunity to talk to her anymore. She moves away. He could have had a chance before if he just got some courage and talked to her. But now the opportunity is gone, and there's no happy ending here. The girl moves away forever, and he just never sees her again.
The thing is, romance can come and go. Like we've seen Charlie Brown, he can bounce back from that. He can bounce back from romance. He can always fall in love with somebody else, or the girl could always move back. But the Christmas tree, like those things could last with you. And that's like I said, that's the time of year when everything should be special. They ruined it for him.
I think you're forgetting how that movie ends, where everyone feels sorry for everything that they ever said to him and did to him, and also how he realizes with Linus's speech that it's not just all about the decorations and things. It's okay if it's not a perfect Christmas, and he can move past that. And he's happy at the end of the movie where the little redhead girl leaves him broken.
Okay.
And to be fair, I didn't forget.
All right. So, I am leaning a certain way with this, but I want Rohit Dar to make the summary judgment.
Should we
Play the music.
So, I think both made good arguments. Jacob had a good rebuttal about romance comes and goes. However, Lazerdude made a good counterpoint to the fact that the end of the movie contextualizes the damage of the Christmas tree to where ultimately there's something more than just and re-emphasize the love and go. And as such, considering how Lazerdude emphasized the personalness about childhood, and he has always been about childhood fears, growth, and all that stuff. As a young person, losing a girl that you always want to talk to puts more than just kind of doing a Christmas ornament that hopefully doesn't matter where the holidays still maintained. Well, I give the point to Lazerdude.
Woo!
So Lazerdude says you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's 5 points. You know what that means.
I kicked the football! I did it!
He kicked the football. We need to celebrate.
All right.
Oh, I never know
Lazerdude wins!
but I did it. Woo!
Congratulations,
Good
Lazerdude.
Good game.
And Lazerdude, you can appreciate me not holding any of our past mistakes against you.
Yes. Yes, Rohit, you're a gentleman and a scholar, you are.
And a lawyer.
Yeah.
So, here's the thing. Little Red Girl, lady, I want you to tell me something here. The comic in which this happened. Do you know if the little red-haired girl ever came back under Charles Schulz's pen, like after this move?
Not to my knowledge, but I didn't read every single Peanuts book growing up, but I read the one where she moved away, and I read the last one, the very last one that he made and released, and I don't recall her ever showing back up in there at the very least. So I can at least say that she wasn't in the last volume, and so as far as my knowledge goes, that she did move away and then never came back.
Well, the fun fact, yes, it's more of kind of a sad. Actually, I'm sorry, it's a sad fact. It's not happy at all. It's not a fun fact at all. So in real life, obviously, there's a lot of parallels to Charles Schulz's life into what he put into the characters and the stories and the things that happened to Charlie Brown. Little red hair girl, real girl that Charles Schulz, was in love with, and she basically they liked each other, but her family and her basically they were kind of leaning towards her going to this other guy, and basically she knew she was going to marry the other guy, so she had to break old Sparky's heart. And that's so with the little red hair girl is always the unrequited love for that reason, even till his dying day. He called her like the week of, and she figured, okay, when I get back from vacation, I'll call him up again. So yeah, it's so interesting. It's the whole, like, again, there were some parables. There's some parables there. I did not know that she moved away in one of the comics. I did not know that. I always knew it was like he always went after that little red hair girl, never got her. But man, that very hauntingly kind of sad and tragic, that little red haired girl.
Mm-hmm.
Point. Yeah. Tiki, what would your worst moment been for Charlie Brown?
Oh man,
Just any contenders. It doesn't even have to be like the worst ever. Let's just say what would maybe a go-to have been for you? Because I think I know what it is for me. But what do you got?
I mean, I don't know. You're putting me on the spot. I'm sorry.
All right, I'll share mine. I would say, Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. Everyone gave him rocks. They practically threw rocks at the kid.
Oh yeah, that is good.
What
That is a
the
good
heck
one.
is up
Yeah.
with that? That is true. It's like, here's candy. Here's a rock, you stupid kid. Like, screw you.
That was gonna be my other pick.
I know, that's the thing. I think I would have gone with the rock. The rock's hard to beat.
But it's not as devastating though.
Every parent, every person, every house had a rock for him. He got nothing at all, Jacob.
You know what that means? It means like all the parents ahead of time got together and said, when that little piece of crap Charlie Brown comes, you give him a rock.
That effing barber's kid. That barber gave us bad haircuts. We hate his son. Give him rocks.
And I still don't think that would have
Not
been...
his daughter though. His daughter's sweet. Give
Yeah,
Sally candy.
the kid's cute. We hate that little bald piece of crap.
I still don't think that probably would have been the little redhead girl moving away though.
Yeah, that's fair, but yeah, I don't know. So, Rohit, did you have one you wanted to share, or you want to wrap this puppy up?
I think all the moments you guys highlighted were sad. So there's not. I guess like the go-to is the Snoopy. Goes home. That's
Snoopy leaving Charlie Brown.
also like
if I had seen Snoopy,
also because the leukemia one, I think is definitely like a sad moment.
If I had seen Snoopy come home, I probably would have chosen that.
What was the other one you said, Rohit?
The leukemia one.
Oh, the leukemia. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
I think that
was more Linus than Charlie Brown, though.
Yeah, that's more Linus and the girl than Charlie Brown.
That's right.
but he said he didn't see it, so he.
I'm sorry, Rohit. I missed that part.
But I mean, I think the problem with Snoopy come home and it's the same problem with the Christmas thing. It turns into a happy ending, right? Snoopy comes back.
Yeah.
Where my thing, there is no happy ending.
Yeah.
And same with your rocks. A kid has to go home and eat rocks.
You need to walk 15 miles everywhere, too.
I tell you one thing, if it was me, I'd probably be giving some of those rocks back, but not through the door, through the windows is what I do.
Yeah. All right. So guys, did you have fun?
I had great time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
What?
I said, yeah.
That was the end of my losing streak, and then Jacob, you're a great opponent. I was very worried for a second when I was down to 1 point.
Yeah, and I don't think I won a single speed round thing. Or I think I got one speed round.
Yeah, I think you got one, at least one.
I still got lucky with the coin.
Yeah, you did. You got amazingly lucky with the coin.
You got one, and then you sent me a bad one.
Yeah, and then you came back to win it all. So.
No.
Hey, you know what's funny? The only speed round one you won was the one that the answer I chose for you.
Yep.
Wait, the Martin Luther King one?
Yeah.
Oh no, wait, I guess not. No, sorry, I got confused with the wheel question.
It
was the wheel question.
Yeah,
right.
where I had.
Yes, never mind. It was the wheel question. For a second, I got confused.
I had Schroeder and Sweetums.
Yeah. Still a
Yeah.
little pissed I didn't win that one. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, let's just face it. We could have both gone Rolf, and we would have totally dominated.
it'd been fun to do a debate with both of us. Is like which one would have been the better companion to Rolf.
Yes.
It's
I
too
know.
late to do a bonus round, but
I want to thank you guys for showing up and giving your best. I want to thank our lovely commenters because we got LEB, we got Z and K channel, we got let's see, we got Sonia Pantonji, and we have King Cheese, the Cheese Man. Valentine's Day, and God love Charlie Brown.
bye. Good
Hail
grief.
Schultz.